1,000 miles an hour up there receiving their awards, and I was like, I'm dead. And I made mistakes, and I was like a novice, but I felt a lot of love, and I felt a lot of appreciation.
And my favorite funny face is the one I'm wearing right now.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. So we are back with another one. What's going on with my Prayer Love family? I know I've been gone for a few days. Been busy, working on the album. Working on Invader 3, man. Getting videos done and beats and recording. But we back, bro. And we all know Jim Carrey been on social media. Everybody like, what's going on with Jim Carrey, bro? He don't look the same. What's going on, folks? What's going on with the mask? I hope you got it ready, folks. You already know. Get that thing Pearl ready, because this is about to be, you know what I'm saying? Let's get into it, folks. Welcome back.
Oh my gosh! One that pops to mind all the time is
Who's that,
I
folks?
don't know what the French name is. It's The Untouchables with Omar Sy.
Who is that,
That
folks?
movie made me leap off my couch and cheer, and laugh and cry, and I love that movie. So I love that. I love Breathless, which is wonderful that there's a movie done about the making of that. So a filmmaker is great when they're making movies about his making of the movie.
Shout out Black Man. Shout out Black Blues, Brody.
I can turn your wildest ideas into a song. Just describe it in a few words. Choose a style and let Mareka the Fifth aid.
Alright, y'all. We back with another video, man. Y'all already know what's going on, alright? Now check this out. Anybody could have guessed who we were here to talk about today. The famous Jim Carrey. And look. Y'all know we did a bunch of videos like over the summer. And a lot of the celebs that were having the skeleton face, they were looking like they were full of life. And the next thing you know, then they just turned right into, looking like their souls were sucked out of them, right? Y'all remember Miley Cyrus and that Gucci photo shoot. The two girls from Wicked, the dark-skinned girl, and
Oh, yeah.
y'all know what I'm talking about. No time to be thinking about everybody's names.
Yeah.
And there was a couple more people. I think Simon, a couple more. Y'all already know. We were doing videos like back to back to back. They all had the skeleton faces. And the crazy thing with Jim Carrey, I don't think any one of them got as much coverage as Jim Carrey is getting throughout the internet. I've seen like everybody post this. Even like blog pages on Instagram, like World Star, Say Cheese, everyone posted like Jim Carrey's new look has the entire internet in a frenzy. Now, obviously, Jim Carrey's probably one of the most famous people in this world, regardless of him not even being in any featured films or anything. I think everybody knows who the Canadian guy Jim Carrey is, right? So I just thought it was strange that it got so much attention just in the last 24 hours. And if you look at this then versus now photo,
It is everywhere right now.
You are almost looking at completely two different people. Now, even watching some of those small clips from the award show, he doesn't even seem like himself. A lot of people are like, yeah, that's not him at all. He hired a body double to accept the award because he doesn't like attending award shows. Or, not even so much hired a body double. It's just the body double that he's always had. I mean, and on this channel, we've talked about body doubles and clones for so long, especially body doubles. I mean, going all the way back to Tupac, I firmly believe he had a body double, and I showed y'all the proof. I showed y'all the photos. It was two of them that looked exactly alike, but you could tell there was a slight difference. And this could be the case with Jim Carrey, because the guy just acted and sounded a lot different. Like, I'm gonna show y'all a bunch of those clips from the award shows, even some of the older stuff as well, and just how the internet is reacting to it. But y'all gotta remember, Jim Carrey is,
The Mask.
1994, the movie,
The Mask. Subliminal.
It doesn't say too much about. It's not like, Mission Impossible and how, Tom Cruise will be in the room talking with some people and got a whole mask on, looking like a whole different dude, and you take the mask off and it's Tom Cruise up underneath that. But I mean, you kind of get my point, especially when Jim Carrey said I think he said something in one of those little small interviews from the award show, is that his favorite face that he's wearing is the one that he has on now.
My favorite funny face is the one I'm wearing right now.
Yeah, thank you.
So that I thought was pretty interesting. But y'all already know what's going on. Let's get into a couple of clips of the internet reacting to Jim Carrey.
Subliminal.
Check this out, y'all.
At 1,000 miles an hour up there receiving their awards, and I was like 1,000 miles an hour up there receiving their awards, and I was like, I'm dead. And I made mistakes, and I was like a novice, but I felt a lot of love, and I felt a lot of
And this is very weird. He talked about in the video how he is dead. That is a very strange keyword to use in this interview.
favorite funny face is the one I'm wearing right now.
And then he talked about his favorite funny face being the one that he has on right now. I wonder what he meant by that. Again, I don't know what is going on. Again, this video is for entertainment purposes only. I'm sure that it's nothing.
None of us know,
I'm sure
bro.
that it's just age. That's all that it probably is. And he's okay. He's okay. He is A-okay. Right. But what if there is something more going on? I really don't know what is going on anymore. Again, he's probably just joking. He probably is just joking. But this is the Jim Carrey I remember right here. This is the Jim Carrey I remember. So who is this? What is really going on anymore? What do you think?
No, bro, because I'm finna start crying because there's no way that they are playing with us like this. There's no way that they're playing with us like this. This is not scary. I feel like we're at the end of the world or something because they're not playing with us like this. This is not Jim Carrey. It reminds me of this, and this, and this, and this, and this. I'm finna wrap myself like a burrito in tinfoil.
Kidnapping children is not what great nations do.
Yo, hold on 1 second. I want to take a minute to show y'all my merchandise. If you see anything you like, go ahead and get you some. You'll be out there looking fly, looking fresh. I'm going to leave a link in the description. Back to the video.
I don't exist. So they're all characters that I've played, including Jim Carrey, including Joel Barish, including any of those things. They're all characters. Jim Carrey was a less intentional character, right, because I thought I was just building something that people would like, but it was a character.
Oh, it's a wonderful feeling. I really took on a pretty big challenge trying to do my speech in French. So, I wrote it and I researched it and I practiced it like crazy. But, it's then I watched everybody.
His cadence and his speech is
talking
different.
1,000 miles an hour up there.
I mean, I know
awards,
people change,
and I
but
was
come on,
like,
man.
I'm dead.
I still sound the same from 10, 20 years ago when I was in Chicago. I ain't been in Chicago in years.
Same guy
I still sound
who
like
said
I'm out there.
if he ever
That shit crazy, fool.
comes out of retirement, it's not him. And you got to ask yourself, why would he say that? That means he's leaving it open as a possibility that they will try to force him to come out of retirement. And if he ever does, it's not the real Jim Carrey. That old clip, he said, I am not real. I am not a real person. Jim Carrey doesn't like award shows. He had that entire little joke, I think at the Golden Globes, where Denzel was like right in front of him laughing. And he was like, yeah, I'm 2-time Golden Globe winner. And he was basically just being sarcastic about dreaming about being a 3-time Golden Globe winner. And that this is just the biggest and most important thing ever. He was, being sarcastic. I thought that would be very interesting. Obviously, if we see him or something is being promoted with him in it in the near future, that will really 100% confirm what is going on here. And I do find these pictures right here to really show us that there's no way this is the same person. The far right corner, this photo, you could tell this is Jim Carrey just by looking at the eyes and the nose. The bottom right corner, the nose is fatter. It looks orange, as if that's like spray-on suntan. The eyes are two completely different colors. And unless you're one of those people who, eyes change in the season, which I don't think Jim Carrey has ever had anything other than brown eyes. I don't know if he's wearing green contacts. I don't know, but those eyes are not the same. The nose is completely different. And when you just look at his whole entire face right here to the left, I don't know who we are actually looking at right here. But this is making a lot of noise on the internet. I had people hit me up about this, even friends of mine who don't even really jump into this stuff too much, and said something to me like, this reached everybody. I don't know. I guess it really goes to show you like how many people are paying attention. And then when it's someone like Jim Carrey, someone who's had, and still has like diehard fans, they know when something is off with Jim Carrey. You can't fool the entire damn world. I think I made this point a lot of different times. It's like 1 million people is not gonna be wrong. There's always gonna be those few, he's getting old, he's aging. What do you guys think? He's 64. But 1 million plus people aren't just gonna make some shit up and say someone looks drastically different if he doesn't look different. Or if that's just not him at all. We just never know with Hollywood. They did it with Joe Biden. Joe Biden was what, like in his 80s? That wasn't him. The real Joe Biden been gone. They said he went back in 2019. If they did it with that kind of skin, that old, having replacements, clones, body doubles, whatever you want to call it, of course, this is not Jim Carrey. Who is this? I'm gonna let y'all answer that question. This is a wild situation, man. What y'all think, bro? Now what y'all think, man? Let me know. Could have went further and played old clips of Jim Carrey, but it's the same old stuff. I didn't want to play those old clips of him like exposing Hollywood. Y'all seen those clips a million times, but I definitely wanted to get on here and acknowledge what is going on. And it's crazy because yesterday it just put out that clone video with Jamie Foxx and C.J. Gardner-Johnson talking about Casanat and Jamie being clones, and then boom. And you know what's even crazier? Now that I just thought about that, remember that clip C.J. Gardner-Johnson was like, they're distracting y'all with the Epstein files, and clones hasn't been talked about in a long time. And now the hottest topic on the internet is Jim Carrey a clone. That is crazy. That is crazy right there, y'all. So with that being said, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and end it right here. Y'all get down in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about this one. Y'all gotta run the likes up on this one. We need this to spread far and wide. Pause. But with that being said, y'all,
He talking about pause. All right, man. Hey, appreciate if you made it all the way to the end of the video. Black, that was a good video, bro, because I know this Jim Carrey stuff been going all around. So it's actually like broken down and you can see it, you know what I'm saying, for yourself instead of just guessing. But it's a lot of people that's don't know what's going on with him, bro. But you already know, hit the like, hit the subscribe button. Appreciate if you made it all the way to the end. Hit the notification bell so you know when we come with these videos. I know I was slacking for a week, but we back. You already know what's going on with me, bro. I'm gone.
Cushy, I love it. Hey, cushy, I love to use it. It's therapeutic, flow sick. Be throwing up. It's therapeutic, Glock 6 with extra clip. I'm very suited, money getting.